Ooh. Okay, guys, I'm live. Um, Hi, you guys. Full Soul Travel. You guys, I am exhausted. I don't know what happened. I was like ready to go live, and I found myself taking like a little cat nap, and I'm so tired right now. So, trying to decide if I want to do this live right now, if I want to reschedule for next week. So let me see who comes on the live. But I like feel it, like you feel it in here. Um, I think I may. Hey, you guys, for just joining the live. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Thank you, bruh. I don't know what happened. I'm literally exhausted. So that's why I started this live a little late. I literally took a nap and just woke up. Like I overslept. I was trying to take a little cat nap and did not go well. So that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling very, very tired, which is why I sound like this. I know I'm normally very chill, but now I feel very extra, very chill. So give me a minute to kind of get back. But thank you guys for tuning in. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. It is one of the biggest questions that I get asked about safety. I get so many emails. I mean, so many emails from people about coming to Tanzania by themselves and how is it a safe place to come and travel. So that's kind of what this live is going to be about. Not necessarily, I don't want to say not necessarily, not a response video. I've seen a couple of those just in the feed today, so I don't want people to get confused. If you were watching the live on Sunday, this is kind of this was brought up in that live about safety here, so I wanted to do a single video just for people to come back and have some reference, because I know people don't want to watch a 2-hour live all the time and figure out what people were talking about. So, and I really want to give some safety tips because I think it's important to be safe while you're traveling. So I've been in Tanzania for 6 months, and I find this country to be so safe and peaceful. Let me see. Hi, you guys. You're just tuning in. I'm kind of tired, which is why I sound like this. But yes, I find this country to be extremely safe and peaceful. But that does not mean you just put your guards down and you forget it all. But I know that I have personally have some friends here who have not felt safe in Tanzania, who've gone through things. So it's like a mixture of experiences, which is that's life. You get that everywhere. So I know that there's a huge cultural difference as a Black woman from the States compared to Tanzanians in general, and especially when it comes to men, and especially when it comes to dating. So there's huge, huge differences amongst us that I think it takes time to kind of like figure out what exactly those differences are. But I think if you research Tanzania, they're known to be peaceful. They're known to be pretty a safe country. So let me see. What did it say? Is it true when you don't speak Swahili, Tanzania is not the right place? No. Um, I don't speak Swahili. I speak Poli Swahili. I think it becomes challenging, but it's like definitely, I mean, Tanzania is kind of a tourist destination as far as like Zanzibar, Arusha, those type of Kilimanjaro. I think a lot of people are used to having foreigners here. Tanzania or Dar es Salaam, where I am at, is an international city. It is like a melting pot of sorts. So I think it's important to learn Swahili for sure, but I can't have a conversation in Swahili. And I meet so many people that always tell me like, oh, my English is so bad when they talk to me. And I'm like, no, your English is great. We're having a conversation. We couldn't do this in Swahili. But it helps a lot to know Swahili. And I think that showing effort, knowing certain words makes a difference. People are like so appreciative. They're actually like excited to hear you even try to speak Swahili. You know, I am a single woman by myself in Tanzania, and every day I meet somebody and they're like, "Oh, you're from the States. Do you know Swahili?" And I say poli, and I start saying a few words I know, and they're like, "Oh, you know Swahili." Like they get very, very excited about it. So I don't think that it's true. It's not true if you don't speak Swahili. It's not the right place to visit. I think that Tanzania is a beautiful, beautiful country. I actually feel very fortunate to be here and have had experiences this country because it's such a hidden gem. I think that there's a lot to learn and gather from being here versus not coming. I think that in general, people have to understand like cultural nuances and how to travel, especially if you are a woman by yourself. You know, since I've been here, I've felt very, very safe. But I think I did this in another video about what are some of like the safety tips. Sorry. What are some of the safety tips and stuff that I practice to keep my safety going? So, like, for instance, I think that networking is important. So, if you watch some of my vlogs, like I feel like I do a lot of networking within my neighborhood. I talk to locals. I talk to pretty much everybody in my neighborhood, like that I come across on a regular basis. You know, I believe it's important to just get to know your neighbors and people around you. So I know my neighbors. I know like forgot what I keep calling them bodegas, but they're like the little pop-up stores that sell like a little liquor store. It's not a liquor store, but it's like a little small store. I forgot what it's called in Swahili. You know, from the fundi, which is like the tailor, to like the fruit guys, those type of things for me makes me even feel more safe to know that like when I travel somewhere or when I'm walking by myself, that I know that there are people who know me and that are like looking out for me. So let's see. But yeah, so women email me all the time. Can they come to DAR by themselves? Will it be safe? Is it something smart to do? And I would say absolutely yes. You can come here. You will be safe. Obviously, things may happen just like they can happen anywhere. So always be mindful of your surroundings. But for instance, I feel like these are very basic things, but a lot of people don't have any kind of like regulations or rules for themselves. Like, I would not travel, like, I don't go out by myself at night. I do not do it. The most that I would do by myself is take an Uber to meet somebody, but I'm not the type that's like pulling up on a bar to go by myself. I don't really go to bars like that. And that's just not something that I think is smart to do because you're still in a foreign country. So, and if you do go to bars, I wouldn't accept drinks from strangers. These are like kind of basic things, but you know, not everybody has certain practices. So it's like if you are out at a bar, don't accept a drink from a stranger. You never know what someone could put in your drink at all. And I'm not saying that people do that here, but I think in general, like if you think of other countries, like I'm going to use the example of India, especially because I've been there. I think that people think that India is not a safe place for solo travelers. If you look on YouTube, you'll see a ton of videos about women being sexually assaulted in India, which, yes, those things have happened, but is that going to be your experience? Maybe not. It wasn't my experience, but as a whole, I think that Indian men from India, like proper, versus Tanzania men, like Indians are aggressive in that sense. Tanzanians are not as aggressive. I don't feel that type of energy with them. They seem to be more like docile in a sense, like not as aggressive. Not to say that they cannot be aggressive at all, but just from my experience, like just their mannerism, just their like, like for instance, you think of like a Nigerian or Jamaican, like they come across kind of aggressive versus like a Tanzanian man, it's not the same kind of demeanors. Let me see, what are you guys talking about in this live? But I think that if you are a woman coming here by yourself, have your kind of like your context of back home, like who knows where you're staying. Like these are kind of basic things, but where you're staying, who you're meeting, if you're meeting somebody, if you're single and you do want to go on a date with somebody, send your contact back to somebody, send the contact of the person back to someone else. I still practice this, like pretty much, I update my sister with someone else's contacts, like even friends. It's like, okay, anybody that I'm getting to know, talking to around, that I spend time with, male or female, that knows basic things about me. They know where I live. They know how to find me. I'm sending their contact back to my sister, so she has some sense of awareness. If I'm traveling, I also have my location on. I'm sharing my location with some family members and friends. And then when I'm here in Tanzania, amongst a couple of friends, like let's say for instance we go out, we leave, I'm going to send you my ride, or they're going to send Uber, and Bolt has that option of like you can share your ride with people just to make sure that you get home safely. Those are kind of like a few tips that I do on a regular basis, but definitely I wouldn't go out like on a date with somebody without sharing the contact with somebody back home, because you just never know. Not to say that they're going to do something, but you just never know. Let me see. Yeah. So if you are a Black American woman, I do think it's safe to be here. I know that there have been cases from foreigners who've had some issues in Tanzania, but I think as a whole, it is a very, very safe country. And I think the men here are ultimately have a protective energy versus otherwise. But not to say that there won't be cases. I have a friend here who had a case with somebody, a situation with somebody that wasn't good. That was not good. It was actually pretty bad. But I would not sum up her situation or his situation as this is what you can expect from Tanzanian men. I think that it's an individual case, very individual. Like I said in my other live, there are going to be assholes everywhere, literally. So you can't generalize one's experience based off of something else. I think that if you are from the States or from UK or wherever, and you're watching YouTubers and you're trying to like piece together, is this a place to come? And especially if you see stuff that are like negative, I think that you should take all those things into consideration, but know overall, this is a very, very safe country that you can come here by yourself. I do think that it's important to, like, for instance, when I came here, I linked up with a WhatsApp group to kind of have some type of connection with people who are that are a part of the diaspora. One, because it's going to help you on your journey a little better. You're going to be able to ask questions that maybe even a local can't ask for you based off of them not having that foreign experience. So I think that if you have that type of connection, at least if something happens, you can you'll have people to kind of reach out to kind of let them know what's going on or what happened. I also think that it's important to make friends with locals, like make genuine friends. And I think that people are pretty, once you kind of weed through people, you'll find that people are genuine. Not everybody's after your money. Not everybody is like just trying to use you. There are a lot of kind-hearted and generous people here. I've met quite a few of them that I would consider friends. And like if I needed something, they're definitely there for me. I feel like they're there for me more than I'm there for them. So let me see. Yeah, I think it's just in general very peaceful. Sorry guys, I'm like getting bit. There's damn mosquito. The worst thing is these mosquitoes out here. My energy is very low right now because I just woke up from a nap. So that is why I sound like I'm trying to put you guys to sleep. But yeah, good evening, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning into the live. This is a very kind of general, this is not piggybacking off of other, because I know there's a lot of videos out there about some stuff that has happened with people. This is a very general topic about my own experience. I really don't want to focus on the negative because I feel like there is a lot of negative experiences that you could find, but I know for sure if something negative happened to me, I will definitely share with you guys in that sense where if I did not feel safe in this country, I will share with you guys. But I think for me, in order to not feel safe in the country, it would have to be coming from multiple people. I couldn't just take one. Let's say I met somebody that was just not cool. I wouldn't just take that one person's experience and sum it up as a whole, like this country is bad. I couldn't do that. I mean, I I shared with you guys last time I got robbed in India. And to this day, like I cannot say that India is unsafe, that it's a bad country because of my experience getting robbed. It was an isolated situation, and honestly, those dudes just kind of lucked up on a situation that I wasn't paying attention to. That could literally happen anywhere. So I'm just not one to kind of like bulk through like the whole country, like all Tanzanian men are bad or all, Tanzanians are like this. I've had very good experiences so far, and the few men that I've had that are like kind of questionable, I just don't have them in my life anymore. It's like block. I mean, I have had, when I first got here, there was one driver, and this is not someone that was on the channel because there is someone on the channel, but I'm not talking about this person. There was one driver that I literally met for like a day and a half that was helping me find an apartment, and I didn't end up getting the apartment, and I moved on from working with him. I wasn't vibing with him. But, he still had my number on WhatsApp. And over time, he would just keep, hi, Marion, how are you? I miss you. And I just was like confused. I didn't understand that, like, sometimes in the culture here, they say that. And I was just like, what do you miss? Like, oh, I've met you for like not that long at all. I was very confused. And then it just kind of kept progressing, like to the point of like, why aren't you responding? You need to respond to me. He said, I won't leave you. It was kind of weird. He was like, I won't leave you alone until you respond to me. I was like, leave me alone. Like, clearly I'm not interested. But I don't know if that is a cultural difference here, because most people, if someone is like not responding to them, they're just gonna move on. But eventually I just told the guy, I was like, look, I'm not interested in being your friend, because he kept calling me friend. He kept calling me Rafiki, and then it turned into like, oh, I love you, I miss you. And I was just like, I'm not interested in you, and please stop contacting me. And I just blocked him. So that was that. But I did notice from when I first came here that people use the word friend very loosely. And I would meet people one time and they'd be like, oh, we're friends. And maybe their intention or meaning of friendship is not the same meaning that I have of friendship. So understanding that like there's differences culturally when it comes to certain words. And I stopped calling people friends. I would be like, you know what? We're not friends. We just met. So don't call me your friend. Like you kind of have to earn that friendship title. So I think when you come here, just be mindful of that. Not everybody has the intention of being your friend. I think they just kind of use the word. They just kind of like throw it around, like how they say boss here, boss. Everyone's like boss, boss. I think they do the same kind of thing with the word friend. But because we have a different interpretation of friend versus maybe what they mean by it. So I kind of X'd the whole friend thing out in the beginning, and I just was like, okay, you're not my friend. And I would tell people, and this was mainly like Uber drivers that would be like, oh, you're my friend. And I'd be like, no, we're not friends. I'm paying you for the service. So there's a difference. You're being hired versus like you being my friend. So that took me like maybe like almost 2 months to kind of understand that difference. There's also, I love you. People will say, I love you. I will meet people. And I am very friendly naturally. I'm pretty friendly, which is something I have to have. I don't want to say I've had to kind of tone down the friendliness, especially because For me, I end up meeting more men than women just because, I think that just happens. But I am friendly. I look at people in their eyes. That's just the way that I was raised. And I'm curious. So it's like if I meet you, I want to like hear about your life. I'm just curious. So I've had to tone down those type of things because it may come across as if I'm interested in you. But because I'm from the States and because I feel like that's the kind of way I was raised and that's how you that's how you should be with people. I think that it's different here. It may mean something else. So be mindful of that. Not to say you can't be friendly with people, but just be mindful that a man may interpret that as something else. So now I have to be very clear with my boundaries when it comes to men and not be as friendly. Still be personable, obviously. I still ask questions, but I kind of have had to like dodge some things. Let me see. I think even on one of my lives in the beginning, I was asking like, what does friend mean to you guys? Because I think it means something else. Just like love means something else because they don't have a word for like. So it's like when someone says they love you, it seems weird. Like, what do you mean? We just met. But it also love means like they don't have a word. It's like there's no difference. So I think that you have to be mindful of the language barriers even come with when people speak English to you, their words may not be the same as your words. So that is important. That will help you out a lot, a lot. Because it's easy to kind of get things confused with what you intend and like what they intend. Let me see. My sis, she said it's very safe. Why do you always give person? Because regardless if it's safe or not, I'm still in this country. I'm still a foreigner in this country by myself. I didn't come with any friends. I didn't come with a partner. I came by myself. So as something that I do as a traveler, as someone who's traveled the world, that is just a practice that I started to do because you just never know what could happen. I mean, you are literally in another country far away from your family. So I feel like if something did happen to me, God forbid, my family, it'll just make it easier for them to be like, well, I know she was with this person that's from the diaspora, or she was with this person that she's dating, or I just think that just makes sense as someone who's here by themselves. I don't know if I was here like with my husband or with my boyfriend, would I be as intense when it comes to that? But I just think that is a safety tip that I would do anywhere in the world at this point in my life by myself. I think it's just in good practice and it doesn't hurt. So it has nothing to do with like not feeling safe. Okay, let me see some of these comments. Tanzanian men are very polite compared to West African men. I don't know. I mean, I grew up knowing more. I never knew any Tanzanian men at all. I never knew anyone from Tanzania growing up. I think there's more like Nigerians, Ghanaians, Senegalese, Cameroonians, like in America at least. I've never met anybody from Tanzania, so I can't really compare per se, but I will say that, like, for instance, Nigerians, I know, and this is a generalization about, let me charge my phone. That Nigerians are kind of known to be a bit more aggressive. Like when I was in New York years ago, I went on a date with this Nigerian man, and we ended up like going back to his, and this is like me being young and like kind of naive and just a big no, but like we went on a couple of dates and we ended up going back to his place and we were supposed to watch a movie. And instead of him watching the movie, he was watching me. And it was just like very like, what do you like, pay attention to the movie? And long story short, I don't want to go into full detail, but he kind of like attacked me, like pinned me down. Like he was very big. He was like 6'5". He took my keys from me and I had to like fight him off to get my keys and like get out of there. And I'm not saying that this is all Nigerian men, but I have met a couple other Nigerian men that I've had similar situations with. So I kind of was like, yeah, I'm not dating Nigerian men. But that's just based off of my interactions with them. But I think they're just known to be a little bit more aggressive. And like I said, Tanzanians are not as aggressive. Shout out to No Limit Eddie. You guys check out his channel. Thank you, bro, for the love. Okay. Let me see. I'm feeling like more awake now because I was literally just woke up. So I think my energy level is coming back. Another safety tip that I would say for women coming here, don't tell people that you're here by yourself. You know, I just think it's in good practice. Like, don't tell people you're here by yourself and don't let people know where you live or like where you're staying. Maybe if you are, like if you meet people out and you think they're cool, whatever, just you kind of have to vet people out. And this is like anywhere in the world, kind of vet people out if you're by yourself, or just be like, you know, I'm not by myself. I have somebody here that's waiting on me until you feel more comfortable. That's just kind of something that I do as a practice. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you understand that, but I think it's a good practice to have. I also think when you have other diasporan friends here, to mutually share your emergency contact with, at least have some type of, like maybe, their mother's number or something. I think because a lot of us are just kind of like here, there isn't any kind of like central, if something happens, who do we contact? And there's not like I wouldn't say there's some type of unified diaspora community here. I think there's like pockets of communities here, and you can get involved in whatever pocket you fit in. But I do know a lot of people who choose not to participate in groups at all, and they're fine. But a lot of those people are typically not by themselves. They're coming with like maybe their children or their husband or mate. That's just what I've seen. Yeah, I agree. Same with brother, sister. I think you're referring to when I was talking about friend. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's anywhere in the world. Yeah, absolutely. I think that that's a big thing. I mean, I feel pretty fortunate to the type of people that I've met here. At least my Tanzanian friends, especially like my Tanzanian male friends here. I feel like I have some good friendships here. Yeah, I feel very fortunate about that. But it is important to, maybe to be cautious of the type of people that you become friends with, but not necessarily like judge people because they may not have as much quote unquote money as you. Because in general, and I'm not saying that this is like just because we come here and we have US dollars that we have more money than Tanzania, because people be working, they be saving, you never know. Let me see. Someone said, no, I've never been touched traveling on a crowded bus. Someone said, have I ever been touched traveling on a crowded bus? But I've lived in New York and I've been on the subways and I have. So, I mean, it's a crowded bus. So the likelihood of you being touched on a crowded bus is high. I personally choose not to take the dollars because every time I see them, they're crowded. They're crowded and people are on top of each other. Personally, I like personal space. I don't want you all up on me in general. Only person I want to be all up on is like my love interest. But yeah, I have not had that experience, but I've had that in New York for sure. Oh, I mean, I don't think that African Americans are tarnishing the country by their experiences, because that's giving Black people way too much power. This country, from the Serengeti to all the animals and all the national parks, to the beautiful ocean and beyond, to the people, to the culture, the history of the country. It's like this country can't be tarnished to the natural resources. I think that people are giving people way too much power that they don't have. And the type of viewers that are watching this is not necessarily Tanzanians. Most likely they're more Americans, but I don't really think people take this type of stuff to heart. I think for the most part, people are into drama, but then it fades. It's like, oh, this is the drama right now. And then people forget about it. I think that is more of like American culture. It's so fast. It's like it's microwave kind of mentality in that sense. But people are definitely more attracted to drama. Let me see. Yeah, so let me know if you guys have any questions so far. But like I said, I don't really want to focus on the negative, but if something does happen, I will definitely share with you guys. But this is a question that I get. I don't really see that many women on the live right now, but this is a question that I get like almost every day. I get long emails from people like, is it okay? What is your experience? Which I feel like I'm very vocal about my experience. I would not come to the country because you are solo. I think it's one of the best things you could do to solo travel. But I think that you have to be things that you are a foreigner. Though I look at face value, someone may come up to me speaking Swahili, but as soon as they hear my voice, they know I'm not from here. 9 times out of 10, they don't automatically assume that I'm American. sometimes they'll say like, oh, are you South African? Are you Nigerian? They'll kind of like go Africa first, unless they are someone that's younger, that is more into like pop culture and they can kind of understand my accent. But for the most part, when I meet people and they're excited, they're like, oh, that's so cool. You're from America, you're from LA. How is that? How are you liking it? A lot of people are very surprised that I'm here. They're like, why are you here? Because of maybe even what they think of America. So they're just like, why would you come here? Why aren't you there? I want to go there. I get that a lot, like every day, almost like in a Uber ride. I'm not blaming Nigerian men. I was telling a story of when I was young and naive, and I had a few run-ins with Nigerian men, and I was giving the example of Nigerian men being a little bit more aggressive than Tanzanian men. I'm not blaming Nigerian men. Please don't put words in my mouth at all. Like, I'm pretty much Nigerian, so please don't be offended. I think people need to I don't know why people are so easily offended these days. It's like I'm a stranger on the screen, you're watching me. I'm literally just sharing my experience, and yeah. Is there a man you kind of like? I like people. I love people. Um, yeah, I mean, this live is not about, I think, what happened to her, and I think it's unfortunate. I didn't really even know about it until my last live when people kept bringing it up. I definitely think it's very unfortunate, but I have had friends here that I know that have had some run-ins with men here, but again, I would not say that I could not bubble their one experience into all Tanzanian men. But I do think that, there, like I said, there's gonna be assholes everywhere. Um, yeah. And oh yeah, back to this. This happened in New York. This was not even in Africa. This was in New York. So, and I was just sharing a small snippet of a story with Nigerians, but no, that's not the case. Have you been asked for a date in order to get a visa extension? No, never heard of that. Yeah, I mean, I would say if if I'm comparing the states to here, I definitely feel more safe here than I did in the states, especially when it comes to men. Again, we're not talking about what happened to the young lady. So if that's why you're watching the live, then this is not what this chat is about. I really like to focus on like my experiences versus other people's experiences, and I'm not minimizing her experience because I have heard what has happened to her. But this is a live that I wanted to do before this experience happened because it's emails. I mean, I can't even respond to all the emails from people that I get from women that I get asking about safety in Tanzania as a solo traveler. And because I am a solo traveler and I have traveled solo to, a lot of countries, I wanted to share my experiences and a few of my tips and things that I do to kind of keep myself feeling a little bit more safe here, because I think that just because a country is safe does not mean you got to be dumb. Does not mean you got to just be blind and just be so trusting of everyone and everything. You know, if someone's looking for opportunity and they see you that's willing, they're gonna take it. So that's kind of like everywhere. But so I won't be talking about what happened to the young lady's experience. Let me see. Women will always chase women. That's how we are wired. We just need to do it respectfully. Yeah, I feel like you know, I get a lot of attention from men here, but I would say that outside of that one guy that just kept texting and texting me, I have not gotten attention from men that I felt disrespected by. I think that for me, I have to be mindful of even like the way that I dress, and like I'm tall and I'm voluptuous, so I'm gonna get attention from men. So like even like the other day, I was just on a walk to the beach on a morning walk, and I had on like leggings and a t-shirt, but the t-shirt wasn't long enough. And normally I would take like my little sweater to cover up my butt, but I didn't. And I was just like, when I was walking, I was just like, dang, I'm kind of getting men. I could tell men are looking at me. So I think that because women here don't necessarily dress, they don't wear with leggings like we do in the States. They're wearing the katenge that are covering themselves. But even in that, I didn't feel like I was getting disrespectful stares or even like comments, or I didn't feel like, I was just like, well, these are men that like women and they're looking at me because I'm a beautiful woman. So I just smile and keep it going. Like that's kind of how I took that situation. Oh my God, there's like mosquitoes. But yeah, to his comment, men will always chase women. But I do think that as women, we have to be mindful of our energy and like how we are coming across to men. And like I said here, someone told me this because I'm someone that's like smile. I will like smile and wave at people and like give them eye contact. Someone told me here not to do that as often, because when you give someone eye contact, that's like inviting to them, inviting that you're interested in them. So I still kind of struggle with it because it doesn't feel as natural to not look at people. But I am mindful, like if I'm walking past a group of men, I just don't look at them. I just keep my head going. Before I would be like, I would smile and maybe, you know, say a couple words, but now it's like I just kind of keep my eyes in front of myself and yeah, not give too much attention. What are people talking about? How are Tanzanian men wired badly? I mean, men, there's going to be some off men everywhere. I mean, I don't understand. Sometimes, like with this whole YouTube experience and like these conversations, to me, they're so elementary. I'm like, these are like basic things. And I've said this on a couple of my lives. Like, we are, most of us are, I mean, my viewers are, what is the age range? Most of them are 35 and older or 30 and over. So we are like grown people. Some of these things I'm like, why do we have to like even explain this stuff? I don't get it. Like we're all grown people. Yeah, and I mean, and in that sense, like I don't get offended. I'm like, that's what that's what men and women do. You're gonna stare at something that is appealing to the eye, and I know that I look different. I'm almost six. I'm like 5'10", so it's like I look different from most people. I have locks. I have nose piercings. Like my complexion. Like I know that uh, that I look different, not better. I'm just saying different. So that just comes with the territory. Okay, we're not talking about that, sis. Um, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but that's just what I was told by some people, like that's more inviting. So that's just something that I have to work on because I think kind of like my personal energy is flirtatious. So I don't want to give people the wrong idea. If I am like flirty does not mean I'm into you. Like I'm more shy if I'm into somebody. Good evening or good afternoon, wherever you are. Okay. Oh, like I say, you guys, I'm not really talking about what happened to the young lady, so I'm not gonna even respond to those comments. There are plenty of other videos and also her video that you guys can go back to. I am talking about people hit me up on a daily basis about women hit me up on a daily basis about feeling, is it safe for them to travel in Tanzania? Is Tanzania a safe place to come to? And also the idea that some people may have that Tanzanians are going to use them for their money. Some may not, but that's everywhere. That is literally everywhere. How do local ladies feel about it? How do they deal with the situation of what? Of safety? I'm not sure, but I know that I don't think that my I think that local women are probably they're not probably going out by themselves late at night. They're probably doing some similar things. You know, it's like even when it comes to dating, it's like if you meet someone new, you're gonna definitely text your friends like, oh, this is what this guy looks like, this is his number. I'm going out on this date with this person. I don't think that you should meet somebody and just like not let anybody know who you're meeting and where you're going. A lot of people from the West are part of the snowflake generation. I don't know what that means, snowflake generation. They have to learn to take things with a pinch of salt. I did say that in my last live. Take things with a grain of salt, especially from these YouTubers. And I'm one of them. Like, but take things with a grain of salt. I consider myself to be real, and I also can see through a lot of BS on here, and there is a lot of BS in these YouTube streets. I want to go to Ethiopia. I don't know when I'm going to go yet, but I want to go to Ethiopia. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, Miss A. Ford. Let me see. I agree. I'm not saying that. Are you referring to me or are you just saying in general? I agree with the statement. A lot, most, especially when you get to up to a certain age, most of the men are going to be married or with somebody. So yeah. Oh, Habari. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Isikuema. Because it's evening here. I don't know where you are in the world. Hi, Kaka. How are you? You know what? I want to open up the live. Let me see. I forgot how to do that because I haven't done that in such a long time. Let me see. If anybody, and again, I'm going to have some rules if you come on this live. One, we're not talking about other YouTubers. And if you are a Tanzanian woman, you want to come on here, or a Tanzanian man, and you kind of want to just tell us how things are, you're more than welcome. And if you're someone who's living here or traveling here and just wanted to share some experiences, I more than welcome that. But we are not talking about other people because why? Let's just talk about what we're talking about. But yeah, so let me see. Yeah, your son is tall too. I mean, he looks like, I thought he was taller than 6 foot. I mean, he looks like a basketball player. So I think that, you know, especially when you look a little different, you're going to get stares. But that is everywhere. Ooh, really? Your first solo trip was Ethiopia? See, she got robbed and really sick, but overall had a great experience. She's not bashing Ethiopia. Yeah, I mean, like with India, I got sick. I got really sick in India. I got robbed. I ended up falling for a womanizing con man. I don't even want to tell you guys that story, but overall, it was a great experience. I would never say anything bad about India for me. Yeah, and like when you get older, you learn more. Good. Yeah, so here's the link if you want to come on the live for a little bit. I am happy wherever I go. Wherever I go, I'm happy. I work on my internal happiness and I try not to base my happiness based off a location. So, but thank you. I still have not been to Kenya. I don't know what it is about Kenya. I don't really have like, I plan on visiting, but I don't really have like a strong desire to go there. Not that I'm not going to go, but I don't feel, I really like Tanzania a lot, a lot, a lot. I like it. It's getting my heart. Do I have questions for you guys? Why don't these mosquitoes leave me alone? That is a question. That is my only question. Why are there so many mosquitoes out here? So I'm assuming you're a Tanzanian man. That's probably why you're asking that. Yeah. How do you guys perceive one, outside of the YouTube streets, have you let me charge my stuff. Outside of YouTubers, which are literal virtual people that you don't like, they're just, I don't want to say they're not real. It's like, unless you know us in person, we're not that real, you know? The diaspora coming here and American women and like that whole thing. I'm curious to know. Oh, this one mosquito. My question. If someone wants to come on the live, you are more than welcome. I put the link. I'll put it again. Let me see. I'm gonna put the link down here. Marion, am I excited for the modern trains coming to Dar? I didn't know about that. You're the first person. I may have known, but it's not something that's been like on my in my thought process. But yeah, I haven't even thought about it. Um, I do want to take some trains here. Let's see. Arabic culture is not compatible with a progressive modern woman. I think so. I've learned. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself and how, you know, I think there are pros and cons to being a modern woman, but I've had to learn how to like ease up on my like level of independence, especially when it comes to or just like I feel like there's always a man to do stuff for you here that they are not expecting things. I think that at least my culture is like independent woman culture. You know, I can do it on my own. That type of mentality. And that's definitely a mentality that I've had because I've had to do a lot of things on my own. So I've really embraced, and this is something that I even started to do when I got to India, just because I think men are different than they are back in the States. They don't really have, they're not as, I feel like Black men are a little bit more jaded, so they don't want to do things as much because of maybe even how maybe Black women are appreciating them. I don't know. But I have found myself having to kind of like, oh, I don't have to do this on my own. I can ask my kaka that's here that's willing to help me. Or, you know, if I'm like basic things, it's like if I have some bags, you know, and there's a man around, like for instance, like in my building, they're gonna help me with my bags. Like little things that I've noticed, or even like in dating, it's like I've had to like ease up on certain things. It's kind of like not be as progressively modern in that sense. Without again sharing too much of my personal business, because I feel like I share a lot with you guys, and I don't want to share my dating life. Oh, yeah, so annoying. That's the thing I do not like. Uh, Thank you. I don't know what to say when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know who I'm gonna marry. I don't know if I'm gonna marry a Tanzanian or I don't know. It's all about divine timing. That's what I think. For the mosquitoes, I don't think that works. I don't know if that works the same at all. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, so that's just kind of like my 2 cents when it, yeah. I'm sorry. I have to kill this mosquito. It's driving me crazy. And it's like mosquitoes, they just, this is like what these lives be about. I just be like talking to y'all trying to kill mosquitoes all day. I don't know how to get rid of them. It's very annoying. But yeah, you know, as far as like personal questions, I see a couple of personal questions on the live. I don't really feel comfortable sharing super personal things like about my family, and then about like my dating life or who I'm dating or if I'm gonna I'm just I share a lot, but I'm actually a very private person. So I don't really share that much. I think that it's easy to feel like you know somebody, and I do show who I am. I mean, these lives, I can't fake the funk, right? But it's such a small percentage of my life. I am multi-dimensional. It's like there's so many layers to who I am. So I think that it's important, especially when you're publicly on YouTube, to keep some things to yourself. And I'm choosing to keep super personal questions to myself, and especially when it comes to dating. I think that even if I married a Tanzanian man, like I'm not going to show you who he is. I'm typically really good at it. I can get it, but right now I'm like, because I can't focus, and it brings me joy. I'm like, yes, I got it. I got it. Can you make a video to the diasporas to not come to Tanzania? I don't know if I want to do that video. I don't want to. I'm just not someone to tell people like don't come. Like, I don't think they should not come. I do think that if you should come, that you should that maybe I'll make a video of like what to do when you come, and like just I think because of the cultural differences. I think there is an idea and a concept that Black Americans have about coming home. And I don't know if you guys are new here, but I've said that I'm not a repatriate because I'm a traveler. So I think that the whole concept of returning, which is, I still kind of, yes, this is in sense you're returning back to the continent, but there's so many cultural differences that it's not like we're just gonna come home and like people are gonna be with open arms. I think even when I came here, that was an adjustment because I think it takes a while I think that Tanzanians are very warm and opening, but I feel like it takes a while to feel that from them. But I think that people have to have a realistic idea of that you're coming into the country as a foreigner and you will be looked as a foreigner. I do think that Tanzanians, though there are cultural differences, and yeah, you're American, but they still have love for you. They still have love. A lot of people understand what happened through, the Atlantic slave trade. Some people don't, but they still have love for you. I think that is a definite thing that is here. But I don't know. I don't think I want to. Do you not want the diaspora to come? Is that why you wrote that? You talking to me? I am on Instagram, Full Soul Wellness. It should be in the links, all the links and stuff. Oh yeah, see, he already felt me. I think that some people are gonna come here and prosper, and some people are not, and just gonna have that as experience. I believe that people should be allowed to have the fullness of whatever they want, even if they fail. There's no real failure if you're trying. Failure is like not trying, like always wanting to come and then never having that experience. But I think that when people come, they need to respect the culture. I've been around people that have said things like, "Oh, they don't speak English," and I'm always like, "We mean you don't speak Swahili?" Like there is a big difference. Like we are in their country. This is their culture. Yeah. Curiously, we're always interested in seeing a sister date in Africa. Yeah, I just don't want to share that. I just I don't want to share that. I just like I'm not into like I'm someone who's not into like couple goals. Like you see people on celebrities or people on Instagram, you're like, oh, their goals. It's like you never know what someone is dealing with behind the scenes. You can put up a picture or even a video, and then maybe someone else feels bad because they don't have what they think someone else has. But I think that personally, your romantic life should be private. That's the way you eliminate drama. Because it's like if I put up here someone I was dating and then things go bad, and it's like it could become drama. I've watched other people who've done it, especially other YouTubers, and I'm just always surprised. Sometimes it works for people, other people it doesn't work, and not everybody has the right intention, especially if you're on YouTube. And then the other thing is not everybody wants to be in the public eye. So I don't think that's fair. And even if the person I was dating has an interest in being in the public eye, I don't want to share that. So visa issues, cultures, pain. Nose ring is very rare. That gives it away. She must be a foreigner. Yeah, I mean, and I have like the double, and that even in the States this is rare. I do think that people should travel to other places. I don't know anything about Namibia and Botswana. I mean, there's so many other countries. There's 54 countries in Africa, so I also feel like anywhere you go, you probably have a good experience. And if you're single, you probably meet somebody there. I don't see that being a problem. I like them, but it's because I see it's not an easy country. Yeah, but the best things in life aren't easy, right? Yeah. That's just not something yeah. That's just me. I'm not knocking anybody that does it. I think that it's beautiful, but that's just me, what I've decided with myself. Yeah. I agree with you. It's rare. Greetings. What? Wait, full soul travel, greetings, family. All Americans that visit the mother continent are very ignorant. Huh? Okay. Let me see. All locals love. Yeah. I get a lot of love from locals. I get so much love. I mean, the reason why I am liking Tanzania is because of the locals. Purely. It's literally, it wouldn't be because of the diaspora. And I don't really have that many diasporan friends. I have a few, and a few of them have left. So I'm not basing my experience around that. And then I don't really do too many things with the diaspora. I haven't been to like Rosalind since February. I don't even know what people are like doing, getting together. And I'm not opposed to community. I think the things that I'm kind of building, like with the orphanage, that's a way that I've been meeting other diasporans. I'm just more so interested in connecting with people who have like-minded and interests, because all of us do not. Just because we come here does not mean we are on the same wavelength. But I would say that I've fallen in love with people here, particularly my neighborhood. I mean, it just makes me feel so like warm and fuzzy inside. I definitely want to visit Rwanda. I plan on doing that when I can. That's good to know you can walk at night by yourself. Rwanda is 100% safe, no corruption. Okay. So people should consider Rwanda as well. Yeah, but that's kind of a rude thing to say, because you're pretty much calling me ignorant, and here you are watching me. I'm not ignorant. So I'm on what's today? I'm on day 14. It's going good. I've lost weight. I feel like I've had like detox symptoms. And I keep having these dreams about like eating pizza and French fries, and then I wake up feeling like guilty. But yeah, it's going good. I honestly think that I want to do it longer. I have like some deep healing I'm trying to do within my body, and Tanzania is definitely has to be one of the best places to detox. I mean, the fruit alone is on another level. And I have a friend who's in Ghana, and she was just saying like it's not the same. She was just like, they don't even have the fruit stands like they do. Hold on for a second, you guys. They don't even have like all the fruit stands in Ghana. That's what she was saying. I don't know if that's true or not. This is kind of a better angle. But yeah, the fruit, I mean, because it's very, very inexpensive to be healthy here. I mean, I get coconut water for 1,000 T shillings. Sometimes you can get it for 500 where you are, up to 2,000 T shillings. That's under $1. I used to be an avid, what is it called? I can't remember the name of the grocery store. That's how long it's been. Whole Food shopper. And in LA, there's a really good health food market called Erewhon. That's expensive, but I want to say like 16 ounces of coconut water by this brand called Harmless Coconut. Or maybe I'll get the 32 ounce, and I would spend $9 on 32 ounces of coconut. Mind you, the coconut water was good, but that is a lot of money for some coconut water. And I spend here 1,000 T shillings, which is like, I think that's like 40 cents, and it's fresh from the tree. So, in the aspect of if you're detoxing or healing, it's going to be even better because you're not going to have it go through the processing of getting bottled, the plastic, even if it's what is called BBA or whatever, the flight that it takes to get to the States, and sitting in storage and putting in the grocery stores. I mean, the fact that like these guys are getting them fresh off the tree for the day and on their bikes, and then you just buy them. Yeah, and then the fruit is just, it's so sweet. I think I said this in my last video, like the pineapple in the States, you cannot eat the core. Me and my friend were talking about that the other day. You cannot eat the core in the States. It's sour, it's bitter. Even the taste of I remember the taste of pineapple because I always loved pineapple, but the taste is like it's acidic. The pineapples here are so sweet you can literally eat the whole core. I've never done that. Even when I've traveled to other places, I've never done that. So if you are somebody that wants to focus on their health and get well, this is the best country to do that because it's peaceful, because the people are friendly, because you can buy, if you shop locally, if you're not eating out every day, if you're buying fruits and vegetables from the streets, I mean, you're not really, your budget is not going to be that high for food. So it's great. And I can't eat bananas or avocados just because I'm kind of allergic. Maybe I should try one. I'm nervous. Maybe the bananas in the States are just so off, but maybe I should try one. Um, but there's an abundance of fruit here that is extremely healing. Let me see. I'm always impressed with the building material landscape. It's different here. I'm not gonna, yeah. The building is different. I look forward to if I build, but I probably won't build the Tanzanian way. I do like one of the things I do like about the way they build is how they use the irons for the windows and how they decorate them, like how they do different designs. But I don't understand all the time with like the layouts of things. But yeah. Okay, sis, but you said you didn't say that. But, that's fine. I'm not criticizing anybody's culture. You're fine. Um, yeah. I just like personally, I know like long term, I want to live near the ocean. I have to have an ocean close by. So I know Rwanda is landlocked. Let's see. This side. Great, sis. Let's see. What's going on? Okay. Okay. Please write a document. What you need from Africa include visa issues, business. Okay. I don't know what's going on. The things just keep going away. What's going on with my thing? Yeah. Soursop. Yeah, I actually haven't bought any soursop in a while, but I was buying it a lot when I was here. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna try to get some soon. But the soursop is really good. Soursop is very healing for you. Is this your first time doing a 30-day detox? I don't know. I'm like trying to remember. Like this going raw, yes, but I have gone vegan, and that I was vegan for like almost a year, and like I transformed. I think that like when you, well, one, the standard American diet is awful. It's designed to make you sick. It's designed to age you. It's designed to keep you depressed. It's designed to get you fat. It's just, I mean, it's like it's processed food. So when you start eating fruits are one of the most healing things that you can eat, and then fresh vegetables. It rejuvenates your skin. You look more youthful. You look younger. You have more vitality because you're eating live electric foods. Like we are electric beings, so we need to eat other things that are also electric. And when we eat processed foods, it has no life in it. Therefore, it sucks the life out of us. And I think that we're so accustomed to eating like that, but not even realizing that that's part of the design through colonialism. I mean, anywhere else in the world you go, you're going to have like access to really healthy foods. But, even here, there's a lot of processed foods here. Not as much. There's not as much fast food here, but, KFC is here. The other day I was at the mall and like so many people were in KFC. It was like packed, like lined up. Like it's something. I mean, in the States, that I would even eat KFC like that. So, and then Pizza Hut is like big here. I mean, so seeing, those type of American companies here, it's not a good thing for it to be here. But I know that people get excited because it is something from the West and they want to feel like included, but you don't want to get on that American standard diet. Like y'all have everything you need here. Y'all don't need anything. I've actually haven't had the strawberries here. I need to try them. Someone was telling me there's like a strawberry field. Uh, you miss Hershey's chocolate, but all that chocolate's coming from Africa. It's literally coming from Africa, being processed and I can't speak right now. I'm tired. I don't know what that is, but that sounds like it's Tanzanian music. I like Tanzanian music if that's what that is. Several varieties of bananas and avocados. The bananas they sell aren't dessert bananas, which are not great for you. Yeah, I mean, okay, so the last time I had a banana, so growing up, my dad, my brother, sister, everybody loved bananas. And every time I would eat it, I would just feel like kind of queasy. And I won't forget this last time. And I was with my siblings, and I'm like, just eat the banana, just eat it. Why don't you just try it? I'm like, fine, I'll try it. I got sick. Like I was literally like on the couch, fetal position, stomach hurting. And then the same thing with the avocado. When I went vegan, I was like, I know that this is a healthy fat. Let me add it in my smoothie. This is gonna be TMI. Let me add it in my smoothie. And I was driving back home. I had the smoothie and I was drinking it, and I literally like vomited all over my car from the smoothie because it had avocado in it. I mean, it messed up my windows. They wouldn't roll down after that. It was really bad. But and then the last time I had something else with banana in it was I was in India and I got sick. So I don't know, bananas and avocados have a similar texture or something like that. I don't know. Have I tried cooking local food? No. But I do eat, well, when I was on this detox, I do eat a lot of local food. now because I have more local friends. I also think like when you come here as a foreigner, naturally we're gonna gravitate towards, those cafes and restaurants. You see all my vlogs, I have a lot of videos of like cute places, which I like them. I'm not gonna like not eat there, but they're so expensive compared to how people eat locally. The place I get my nails done ordered me this huge, I think I talked about last time, this huge plate of palau. It had chicken, it had like refried beans, plantains, spinach. It was 3,000 T shillings. I mean, it was like enough food to bring home for like 2 days. It was so cheap. Um, but then I'll go to like a Woodbury Cafe, which I love that place. It's like one of my favorite places. And I'll get just like a little regular meal that you just eat in one sitting, and it's like 18,000 T shillings. So that's a huge difference. I mean, to eat here, like if you really were on a budget and you're like, yo, I'm just gonna eat the fruits and vegetables and like from the local vendors, you save so much money. Ugh, mosquitoes. Yes, that's awesome. Business opportunities for the diaspora to start in Tanzania, whatever you want. I think how much for one bedroom sitting room in Tanzania? I think it varies. I mean, you can get something as low as like, under 200,000 T shillings up to as high as, $1,000. So it just depends on like what your taste is, like what you want. Are you still vegan or a little meat here and there? So before I was vegan years ago, and then I was doing like an 80-20, which kind of turned out to be like more of like a 60-40, especially because with my local friends that you eat a lot of meat. So I was eating a lot of meat and enjoying it, but still losing weight. But right now through my detox, I'm doing raw, for the most part, juicing and like raw vegetables and fruits. But I do think that I'm gonna keep this up because I'm just trying to get to my goals and just trying to focus on some deep healing. And I know that whenever I would eat certain things, I will feel like inflammation in my body. So I'm just trying to be mindful of what I put in my body. Oh, I love grapes, and grapes are very, very healing. I actually want to do a grape fast after this detox. Just grapes and lemon. I watched a lot of like Dr. Sebi and also Dr. Morris. I'm into like detoxification and stuff like that. So grapes are really, really good for that. Yeah, I think it might be the potassium. It may be like too much potassium. It wasn't that bad. But I'm glad you did that. I wanted to warn people just in case they don't want to hear about that, but it wasn't that bad. I'm just catching up on you guys laughing at me now. Yeah, Woodbury is good. I love Woodbury. I go there like almost every day. Um, let's see, man, I can never be vegan, especially in tents. But I feel you. Like some of my friends say that, but it's also very easy to be vegan here. It's very easy. You could just cut off the meat and just eat the vegetables from the street. I mean, from the watermelons, pineapples, to the apples, the grapes, the mangoes. I mean, you can become a fruitarian here. The coconut water, that's easy. It's easy. But it depends on like what your goals are. I have certain goals for my body, and I know that I'm not gonna get there eating meat right now. I'm not saying that I will never eat meat again, but for right now, I'm not gonna do that. You guys will see. Like when I hit 1 year, you're gonna be like, dang, you look so different. Mangoes are so delicious. Yeah. So, anyways, getting back to the topic at hand about is Tanzania a safe country for Black women, solo or not? Yes, I think it is. It's a very, very safe country, but things happen. Things could happen here, there, anywhere. So I think just to always be mindful. Um, like I said, I practice being kind to people. I think that your energy is very important. I believe that, and I'm not saying that when bad things happen to you, it's because you called it in. But sometimes, and I'm not blaming this, so actually don't want to fully say what I want to say because I know y'all are gonna run to the hills with what I have to say. But yeah, I've been losing my train of thought. Safe alone. Do you go to the beach? Is bikinis okay? I do go to the beach. I just came from the beach on Saturday. I've never been to the beach alone. I've always gone with somebody. Not to say that I won't go to the beach alone. Oh wait, I take that back. I live near Cocoa Beach, so I go to that beach alone. I was just there the other day. Um, I don't wear bikinis. I think that some people do. I mean, I've been to the island, the Budia Island, and I think my friend was wearing a bikini. Um, it wasn't like people were like stoning them or anything. It was very, I mean, I don't even think there was really that many locals there, but I think in general, yeah, I mean, every time I've been to the beach, it's been to Mbugia Island, which there hasn't been a lot of people on the island. And then Kingamboni is the island that I go to for like getting in the water. There's typically not that many people there. There are locals there, usually young people. They're just having fun in the water themselves. So I feel like if you want to wear a bikini, wear one, but maybe have a cover up so you're not walking around. Let's see. This was alignment. Oh, cool. About the vegan talk or what? About the solo talk? Yeah, people are. I said that earlier. I was just like, y'all get way too offended out here. Like, if you're wondering what this is because it looks gross, it's water and chia seeds and cucumbers. That's why it looks jelly out here. But yeah. I always get, so by my house there's a guy, Ali. He makes the best sugarcane juice. So I go there, I fill this thing up. I think I have a big, or is this the big one? I have a smaller one. He fills this thing up with sugarcane juice for like 2,500 T shillings. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it's so good. Like, I want to tell you, I'm a regular. I think yesterday when I went there, I was like, Ali, I don't think I have any cash on me. He's like, oh, he's like, it's fine. Just, you'll be here tomorrow, pretty much. So good. It's easy to not eat meat there. Yeah, it is. You can be all up in these fruits and vegetables. We ate out a lot, stayed at hotels, and gaining weight. Yeah, I think that it's also easy to lose weight here, even if you're eating out. Um, Yeah, she said she wasn't even mindful of what she ate and she lost weight. Asante Kaka. Oh, yeah. I mean, when I bought a bathing suit here. Um, there was bikinis there. I think people are buying them. I think there's a market for it. No, it's chia seed. Chia seed was now like chia gel, but chia seed is like a super fruit and it gels, so it's really good for like flushing out your body. Went to the water park and wore a shirt and t-shirts and leggings. Wet and Wild. I haven't been there yet. That seems like that would be a fun video. I mean, not fun. I wouldn't, not a video, but a fun outing. Oh yeah, that would be really cute. I mean, you could sell that on like print on demand. Mm. So, anyways, I hope that this video has helped some people. I know there was like a few distractions, but in general, I think that it's a safe country, but you just always have to be mindful of your surroundings. And you may have something negative that happens, but I don't think it should sum up the whole country. That's just like, I mean, that's just like if you meet me and I have an attitude, it's like, I'm not a bitch all the time. Like maybe in that 1 second I was. Excuse my French. Yeah, that's the one. The Wet and Wild is like White Plains, White Sand Beach. Mm, this is really good. I like how like it gels up. Yeah. You can do like, I mean, any if you cut up, okay. If you put water and you cut up and you put this is like a bunch of chia seeds, but you cut up like a bunch of fruits and whatever, it's gonna gel up, and that could be like a nice dessert for people who are wanting to eat healthier and they don't want to eat as much like sugars and stuff. Because this is even like the what is this? The cucumbers here are sweet. I'm used to very like fruit, vegetable tasting cucumbers, but these, I mean, you know, cucumbers are fruit, but these taste sweet here. Um, mm, yeah, it's good for, I've never tried that, but yeah, for puddings. I mean, this is ultimately what it is, or like if you add the fruit, it becomes like your own little pudding. And then, yeah, it's good for smoothies, all that stuff. Let me know if you guys want, if when I'm done with this detox, if you want me to do a video on it. I kind of just snuck it in there because it's not necessarily what the channel is about. But I think that a lot of people from the West could benefit from the lifestyle here, for sure. From the poly lifestyle to the healthy food options. Like I said, to the people, the music, even if you're eating meat, it's the lifestyle for me out here. Tanzania is safer than. Yeah, I may do I have another channel that I was doing, but I deleted all the videos from it. But I may change that channel and name it the Full Soul Detox, because I've been very creative to eat raw, like, okay, raw fruits and vegetables, they're good, but after a while it's like you want to taste stuff that feels like, where you feel satiated, like you feel like, has a little flavor and stuff. So I get very creative. I've been making like these bomb sauces. Like the other day I made this sauce that I don't have a blender. So I have one of those, what are those things called that you pound it in? It's like wooden, they sell them here. I put cashews, a bunch of garlic, and I like pounded that down, and then I added olive oil, and then I mixed in like thyme, some chive, some red onions, and like I pounded that to kind of get it like saucy. And then I added apple cider vinegar, and then I added chili, not chili, chili powder, like cayenne pepper, paprika, and then some Indian spices. Man, I've been eating that like on all my salads. It's so good. And I think because of the what is it called? The nuts, it gives it like that filling, full filling. It's very, very good. Let me see. Thank you. I try to be positive. I think that what you put out is what you get back in the world. It's not letting me click. It's not letting me click on your thing. I'm vegan. I'm gonna visit. Yeah, and I think it's easy to be vegan here, but I'm glad that I am glad that when I came here, I allowed myself to have the meat, because I wanted to experience that. I feel like because the meat is such a big part of the cuisine here, I'm glad I didn't miss out on it. But now I know. Now I'm going to be plant-based. It's buffering. Polisana. I don't know. You have to look it up. I think it's like $4,000, but it should be on their website. Yeah, I mean, this detox is pretty much, you can eat whatever you want, fruits and vegetables. But I have been making some recipes, and I will be happy to share. Are solo black data safe in Tanzania? Please explain for us. I said that. Yeah. I mean, I feel safe here. I definitely feel safe here. But like I said, and I have been saying that anything can happen anywhere. But I think in the beginning of this video, I've been giving safety tips of what I do to keep myself safe and feeling comfortable, like not going out by myself. I mean, now I don't feel as solo here. I definitely feel like if I want to do stuff, I have people to do them with, so I don't have to necessarily do things solo. I do most of my solo things during the day, but if I wanted to go out, I'll just go with my friends. But back in the States, one of my favorite things to do was like go to the movies by myself. I haven't done that yet. But I mean, it's regular here. I don't know if that's answering, but I did talk about it, Kaka. I don't know if I'm personally going to try to convince the government of anything here. I am more go with the flow. Um, I think that if I decide to stay here, I will probably do it like through opening up a business, or if I meet somebody here that I want to, you know, spend life with. Yeah. But anyways, you guys, it's late. I've been on here. Dang, I don't understand how I'm always on here for 2 hours. I don't understand. And y'all be on here with me. Time be going by so fast. Tonight I was like, I'm gonna be on here for 30 minutes. I look up and it's almost 2 hours. It will happen. Trust the government. See what's going on. Yeah, I mean, if it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. We have to respect whatever they choose to do. But there are other countries that you can go live in that's way easier as far as getting residency and as far as getting citizenship here. So even if I was to marry a Tanzanian man, I still would not get citizenship. I would be able to get residency because Tanzania does not do dual citizenship here. So it's just single. I mean, it's just like you either, if I marry a Tanzanian man and I want to become a citizen, I would have to give up my US citizenship. Or even if I went through the whole residency process, I think it's like 15 years, then you can apply to become a citizen. Yeah, I mean, unless something like really really bad happens in the States where there's not you lose all the benefits, the travel benefits, and Tanzania becomes like a first world country or something like that, I don't really see personally me giving up my US citizenship. What the benefit would be, especially because I'm a traveler. But if you're not a traveler and you're like, you love this country, you don't want to step foot outside of this country, yeah, I see why people would want to do that, but that's not the case. I'm trying to go everywhere. Oh, thank you, Nick, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Yes, time definitely flies. Yeah, this has just been y'all, this is how I am. I'm very chill, relaxed. I'm very laid back, almost too laid back. Some people can't really vibe with how laid back I am, but this is how I am. But it's also past midnight here, but this is my personality. I'm very chill, but I appreciate you guys being on here. And I hope this helps some people, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to do more lives because I really enjoy engaging with you guys. I need to still figure out how to do it for my phone. Every time I do it, it feels awkward because I'm so used to the whole setup on my phone. I mean, on my laptop. But I mean, I do so much stuff here that I don't film. And I'm like, oh, it would just be cool if I just took out my phone and did a live. But I get nervous about doing stuff like that in person. I don't know. I know a lot of YouTubers, and I mean, Go Black does it everywhere, and Unapologetic Nomads, they're really good at their lives. And I'd be like, people want to see Rand, like y'all eating? But I guess you guys watch. My mom has 2 passports. A lot of people do because of the Tanzanian diaspora, but you keep, well, okay. You gotta stay safe. Gonna subscribe. Oh, a new subscriber here. Asante Sana. Also, you guys, I have a membership program on YouTube that you guys can sign up if you want to get more content from me and help to support the channel. You guys can always sign up for the membership program. I think it's like, I don't remember the prices, but the link is below. I just know you can't sign up from your phone. It only has to be from a laptop. So I know a lot of people don't see it, but I'm just mentioning it. Um, go to Uganda. Isn't Uganda closed right now? It's like lockdown. But I plan on yeah, I plan on visiting African countries for sure. Um anyways, do you guys have any more questions for me? Let me know. Mm, hey there. Okay, guys. I think that's it. I don't think anybody has anything else to say. So until next time, maybe I'll do a live again tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna upload a video. I have the community day video. If you okay, I haven't been meaning to post this, but started a project with Watoto Watu, Tanzania, which is a local orphanage. So we're doing 3 projects with them, and we've been raising money. And we did 2. I don't want to say we did 1 community day, and then we went back on Sunday and finished part of the project, which was painting the table. But the first project we did there was it was supposed to be 2 tables, but it turned out to be 1 table. Um, and that table kind of needs a little work because it wasn't built the best, unfortunately. But we got these tables and benches built for the kids for them to do their homework on and to eat. So I wanted them to paint the tables. You'll see that in the video. So that video is coming up. And then we're having our next community day, which is July 25th. So if you are in Dar es Salaam and you want to come and volunteer, work with the kids, also network with other, not only diasporans, but Tanzanians, you're more than welcome to come. I'll put more information about that. Let me see. What do I eat on my 30-day detox? Fruits and veggies, pretty much. So I do a lot of juicing. I do juicing here because I have a juicer, but then I buy some from Ali's juice, the sugarcane juice. And then I eat like this was like my big bowl, salad bowl. I eat like 2 big salads. And then I'll have like a couple juices. But the juice sizes, like this is this size. This is a pretty big. You see how big this jar is? I don't know how big the jar is exactly. I want to say like, I don't know. It's pretty big. So I have like a couple of these a day, like maybe 3 or 4 full fresh juices, and then eats fruit. I have my salads, mainly my salads. And like I said, the salad bowl is pretty big. So it's a big salad. And then I'll drink my water. I do chlorophyll water. And then like this is the chia seed water. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing on the detox. Let me see. In America, doing carjacking. Growing up in LA, that was definitely a thing. You can get jacked, like this is like back in the 90s, people would get carjacked like crazy. But car break-ins are big in the States. I've never had that experience, but my sister has got her car broken. Let's see. It's closed, but they do dual citizenship. Okay. I have to check it out. I know there's a YouTuber that I like that just moved there. He was in Mexico. Forgot the name of his page, but he's in Uganda now. What about salads? I eat salads. Like what I put in the salads. I'm gonna do a video. I mean, I'm gonna do another channel just on like my wellness journey. Okay, you guys. So it's really late, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see. In the States? Oh, but yes, in the States, yeah, they used to, I mean, in LA, that was like a known thing to get carjacked, gunpoint. Let me see. Oh yeah, she was there. Yes. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Yeah, she came out to the community day with two of her sons, and it was a really good day. I just need to finish editing that video, but it was a beautiful experience, and those kids loved it. They loved it. They miss people. They miss us. Yes, you came in late. You should rewind, watch from the beginning, because I'm about to get off this live because it's over 2 hours now. I used to eat healthy and clean, but I'm pregnant. Why can't you eat healthy and clean pregnant? That seems like you would definitely benefit from that, especially because your child is eating that. I'll definitely appreciate it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make this other channel. But yeah, I just want to get through my 30 days in August. I'll be sharing more about that. But yeah, when you detox, it takes a while. I mean, I still kind of low key like have certain cravings. I think that's why I dream about like pizza and French fries. But it takes a while for your body to get rid of the cravings. I don't think in the 30 days I'm gonna be done with cravings because I've had 30 years of eating bad. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Peace and love. Isiko Wema, Kakas and Dadas. I hope you guys have a beautiful night or afternoon, day, whatever time it is. But it's the morning here now. But Isiko Wema to you guys. I will see you next time.